Here we're going to talk about CBT, which is just very popular kind of therapy because it can be in person, like in your therapist's office. It can be in focus group, like with your friends or with people like yourself who actually are like struggling with the same problem, and it can be online, like remotely. What is CBT? CBT is just a type of therapy that can be actually focusing on people's thoughts and behaviors and help them to just feel better, both like emotionally and mentally and eventually physically. The whole idea here is feelings and actions, they are like connected. So by the way we are actually changing our like our thoughts and behavior, we can actually change how we feel as well. I guess you know him, right? His name was George. He was in Seinfeld. It was a sitcom show, I guess back in 90s or something like that. He was like the most insecure person in the planet. So in CBT, whatever problem you would have, you're gonna be your own therapist. You're gonna do self-monitoring. For example, you're gonna actually try to understand, okay, if I'm smoking, what can cause that kind of smoking situation? Is it like my anxiety? Is it like my insecurity? Actually, this guy, he was smoking a lot. Or it is like my tension that can actually lead to that kind of behavior. Then you're gonna do discrimination. Discrimination is okay sometimes when it comes to feeling. It's so good because like this way you're gonna monitor different types of feeling and you're gonna just discriminate one of them to just understand which one gonna lead to a specific bad negative behavior. So then comes another approach for actually stop that sort of bad behavior. It's going to be some sort of intervention. The name is a stimulus control intervention, in which you're going to know the target behavior and the exact feeling that actually going to lead to that target behavior. You can control that kind of situation. So the whole idea in CBT is you are your own therapist. However, you have like some guidance from someone who is a licensed therapist. But at the end of the day, this is like yourself who gonna take the initiatives, who gonna like actually monitor every sort of behavior, who gonna discriminate bad behavior, who gonna lead to a specific negative habit, and you're gonna control them. Of course, there are going to be some sort of self-doubts here and there. For example, sometimes you're going to tell yourself, hey, I will never be able to give up smoking, which can be, which can be correct, let's be honest, but you should just modify this kind of monologues with yourself. And like the person, like your therapist can just help you to just actually adjust and modify your own feeling. So, and like your own, like this kind of negative monologues can lead to negative behaviors as well, right? So if you would have a guidance from someone, you could just modify those feelings to like some good ones. For example, instead of just saying that I will never be able to give up smoking, you can just tell yourself, I can do this. I got it. So I will be so much healthier after just, giving up smoking. I could just pick up better habits and all that. There was another slide here that just, yeah. So there is another idea about stimulus control interventions. We all know that a bad habit, a negative behavior, gonna come with just a specific context, right? For example, if you are on a diet, it might be like the situation that you might break that diet and just eat junk food and like, I don't know, fatty food or whatever you shouldn't eat them. It just, for example, TV, the couch, in your living room, junk food, and for example, your popular show, let's say Euphoria. So you can actually change the situation a little. So this way you can just stop a negative behavior. Maybe you should go somewhere else to watch TV instead of like living room and your couch. Maybe you should just go, I don't know, to your bedroom probably. But the problem is I'm eating in my bedroom as well. So another way gonna be, but the point is some people are just so clean, they don't like any crumbs in their bedroom, so they wouldn't eat there, or like any other room that you normally don't eat junk food in it. You have to just change the location sometimes. Another one might be maybe you should watch Euphoria or your favorite show whenever you are not hungry. Okay, for example, you're gonna have your dinner. and probably you're gonna have your own herbal tea, and you are ready to sleep, and now it is the time for watching your favorite show. Maybe you should just change your routine a bit. Another way gonna be, maybe you should watch TV when you are not that much nervous. Okay, for example, when you are not that much anxious or like that sort of negative feeling. So you have to change a specific situation or a specific stimuli here to just be able to stop a bad behavior. So there are like so many advantage for CBT or behavioral assignments. First of all, you are involved in the process, right? You are your own boss. You can just control everything. I mean, the whole idea is just about your own self-control and your own ability to stop a bad behavior. Another one gonna be the client, actually, like the person, like yourself, can actually use useful analysis to just plan further interventions based on their own preferences. For example, if you don't like to just apply a sort of punishment on yourself, you are free not to do so, right? Another one gonna be, you gonna be committed to do that sort of treatment processes. Um, I am that kind of person who want to be always involved in my own intervention. So I would say CBT gonna be fit for me. And I know there are like so many people like me, they would love CBT. Another point about it, it just, you can just do CBT, like I said, in different situations. Like you can just do that in person, online, in group. So it's just more flexible. The last one is the homework assignments that your therapist is going to tell you and give you. It's going to actually increase your self-control eventually. In the next part, I'm going to talk about like the basis and like the foundation that help us to develop CBT better and the roots of CBT.